Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, how are you? Please be sure to like and subscribe and join our crazy little family and hit that notification bell so you know whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. It means so much to me and I greatly appreciate it. Today we're going to be doing our budget with me for our first paycheck of June. So I had already set up our income last time around, and I do have everything out of my binder at this point. I haven't punched the holes in it yet, so I figured this is just the easiest way for us to kind of start. This is our larger sum because yes, I set up for later in the month for what I know I'm going to need in order to pay the bills. I'm sorry if I jarred you guys a little bit and you're shaking. But even though I started that, let me move that up here. I try to do the bulk of stuff here, but I do also put some of this money towards later in the month as I need it. We're going to be continuing with our pink theme for the day. So we had $23.65 was our total income, and we're going to be taking out for our insurance is $170, our student loan is $50, water is $50, electric we budget $225, upgrade is $270, and we're going to do $200 for AT&T and DirecTV, and then we'll do, let's see, I normally do, we're going to do $350 per house, and then that way, say $1,300 minus $350 is $950 divided by 3. Yeah, that's what we normally do. So $350 per house. So we take the $23.65 minus the $170. We're at $21.95. And I did tell you guys that I was going to break this down a little bit more for you. So what I do is I try to pay everything I can with the bulk of the money up front to make it easier throughout the rest of the month to not need as much money. But to also give us money to go towards our challenges. And with that being said, I take like my full insurance, the student loan, our water, electric upgrade. I take the full amounts of those. But my AT&T and my house, because those are my two most expensive bills, I take a chunk of them out here and then I divide the rest up throughout the rest of the month. And now we take out the $350, which is $18.45, and then 50 makes $17.95, and 50 $17.45. 225 is $15.20. 270 for upgrade, which is $12.50, and $200 for AT&T leaves us $1,050. Alright, so now that we have that, we now know that we have $1,050 left. And then we're going to go back in here and we're going to add up how much we're putting into our bills. So we're putting $13.15 into our bills today. Now we're going to go down here to our variable expenses. And for this week, we're going to be doing $15 for our dining out as normal. Gas will be getting its normal $100. Groceries will be getting $175. Household gets its $20. Nicotine gets $40. Self-care gets its $10. Snacks gets $20. Car maintenance, we're going to do $10. Family time, we're going to do $15. Fur babies, I'm going to up them to $15 this time around. Idiots will be getting our normal, let's see. Now see, this is what I do on the beginning. I set it up with how much I'm planning. So I was planning the total of 40 for fur babies, but I'm going to do 15, so that will change my weekly amount a little bit. Or I can just do the 10 for the others and I'll be okay. For idiots, we are going to be doing $25. $10 into lawn care and $2.80 for hobbies. So the first thing we do is add up these amounts and see what it totals. So that is $735. And I'm not sure if you guys can see. I may shake you a little bit. Let me try to zoom you in some. Alright, so hopefully, let me try to adjust you a little bit. Sorry for the movement, but hopefully this will help you to be able to see. I hope you guys can see, because I can't tell because of where the stand is holding my phone in the center. I can't tell if you can see it or not. I will check it after this one before I start doing my other budget with Maze. So if we took our original $10.50 and we subtracted 15, it's $1,035 minus 100, it's $935 minus 175, $760 minus 20, $740 minus our 40 brings us to $700, $690, $670, $660. These that I automatically know, I'm just going to do it. So we're at $645, $630, $605, $595, and then we'll take the $590. Well, if I can type, $595 minus $280 gives us the $315. So that gives us $315 left. And we're going to go over here into our debt and our challenges. And what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put $75 towards debt. So we started with $315 minus the $75. That leaves us $240 for our challenges. And then I always do C breakdown sheet, because that's what I will do, is I will set that up that way. So that will give us, wait a minute, do I want to do that? I don't think I do. I like that you can erase these. This makes it nice, not having to use my whiteout. I think I'm going to do 220 into challenges, which should leave us with $20. And then we're going to put that into business. And we'll split that up there, which will give us a zero-based budget. So now we go over here and have the fun of, I'm going to move my cash tray from Dream Big Budgets out of the way over here for a moment, so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we're going to come over here to our cash breakdown sheet. Now I do mine whenever I print it. I set it up where I do a front and back of the cash breakdown for the first check, because I know that's the larger check. That way it makes it easier for me. And we're going to go into bills first. So I will not pull insurance, student loan. Insurance and student loan, I will not pull out of the bank. I will leave those in there, just because those are automatic payments that come out right after the check is done or is deposited. So we will start with house, and let's make sure we're going in order, guys. So we're not doing anything. I guess we'll do debt first. So debt will be getting $75. So skip over to it, and there it is. And then next would be house, which gets $350. And then phone, which gets, I'm sorry if you guys can't see that over here. Phone, which will be getting $200. And then our utilities, which will be getting our electric and our water. So that'll be a total of $275. And then upgrade, which will be getting $270. And that takes care of that binder. So next we're going to go over to Dean, because next I would stuff my variable expenses. If I can get these papers to move for me. I hope you guys can still see that. Let me make sure that you guys can. Let's try to zoom in a little bit more. Okay. I hope that's picking up for you all. So dining out, we'll be getting its $15. After dining out is our gas, which gets 100. Then our groceries, which gets 175. Household, which gets 20. Nicotine, which gets 40. Self-care, which gets its 10. And snacks, which gets its 20. Which that is for the kids' school. So as you guys know, school is out right now, so that is just saving up for our school expenses. So that moves us from Dean, and let's just put little lines over here so that we know how to set it up in the future to make sure we're in order. So we've done dining out, gas, groceries, household, nicotine, self-care, and snacks. So see, I did get it updated here to the proper order. So now we'll go over to Sam. Oh, we've already done debt as well. So first we'll be going to car maintenance, and it will be getting $10. And then we skip over, you know what, we need to throw something into date night. I will look at that for the challenges video. Family time, which will be getting 15. Fur babies, which will be getting 15. And that should complete this one, except we do need to add something into gifts. So again, I will do that when we go to challenges, because I do have some challenge money in here that needs to be accounted for. So next we'll go over to Charlie, and that should be our Idgits fund, which gets 25. And then lawn care, which gets $10. And then our hobbies gets $10. Now that is not an envelope. That just automatically gets put straight into the account it comes out of. So that one we don't have to worry about. As a matter of fact, well, we'll still pull the money out, but it goes straight into paying for what it needs to. And then we'll go over to Crowley, which we will add challenges, which gets $220. And then business, which gets $20. Alright, so that is how we would break down this first one, and this is how much we would actually pull from the bank and then stuff into these categories. So let's add it up and see what we have. We have 75, 350, I didn't do something right, guys. Why do I have 520? Why does it say 520? What did I do wrong? Let's try it again. Okay, so I have $2,145, which is what we should be stuffing. $2,145. Minus we will not stuff the hobbies, but we still have to pull it out. So let's see, if we started with $23.65 and we took out the $170 for insurance and the $50 for student loan, that's the $21.45. Awesome. So we are set with that. So now we just need to figure out how we want to break it up. So for debt, I think I'm just going to do that as a 50, a 20, and a 5. And then for house, we'll do 3 100s and a 50. For phone, we'll do $200 bills. For utilities, we're going to break that one down a little bit more. We are going to do $200 bills just simply because, well, no, because I know what my electric bill actually is that I've got to pay. So we'll do it as a 100, a 50 for the water bill, and then let's see, 20, 40, 60, let's do 5, 20, so that makes 250, 260, 270, and we'll do 5 ones. Then we'll move over to upgrade, which we'll be getting 2 100s, a 50, a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. And I break that one down because it's not actually 270. It's a little cheaper than that, so this way it breaks it down for me. Dining out, we'll be getting its 10 and a 5, and as always, gas will be getting its normal 4 20s and 4 5s. Groceries will be getting 5 20s, 150, a 10, 2 5s, and 5 1s. Household this time will be getting a 10 and 2 5s. Nicotine will be getting a 20, a 10, and 2 5s. Self-care gets its normal $10 bill. Snacks will get a $20 bill this time, since we don't need it in the ones right now. There'll be a lot of ones by the end of summer. Car maintenance will be getting its $10. Family time will get a 10 and a 5. Fur babies gets a 10 and a 5. Idiots will get 2 10s and a 5. Just because that's if we go over somewhere. And then lawn care will be getting a 10. Hobbies will be getting 2 100s and 4 20s. Now for the fun part. Now for the breakdown of the challenges and stuff. So I'm going to do 2 20s. So we have 220 minus 40. We're going to do 10 10s, which will take off $100. That leaves us 80. I'm going to do $30 in ones. And then we'll do the remaining 50 and 5. So that gives us 10 in the 5s. So that way we have it broke down, and then we can account for it accordingly when it's time to stuff it. For business, I think I'm just going to do all ones for business, because I'll just split it up a couple dollars here and there per category. All right, and that right there should be our total breakdown. So let's add up our numbers. Oh, the bank's gonna love me this time. Getting all these ones. So 10, 5, 23, 23, 28, 0, and 65. I wish my bank had $2 bills more often than what they do. It'd make a lot of this easier. That's $1,000 there. 50 times 5 is 250. 23. 23 times 20 is 460. That's 230. 28 times 5 is 140. And 65. So let's see if this total amount equals what we're supposed to have. So we have 1,000. It's 250, 460, 230, 140, 65. 2145. Look at that. And that's how you know that you've done it correctly. Is because your total bank pool should be exactly what you have over here. So that takes care of our June budget for the first paycheck. So for the June 3rd payment. June 3rd. Why do I feel like something's coming up on June 3rd? Don't know. So we ended up not needing this other side. What I will probably do is I'll probably end up doing it for my challenges and my sinking funds. We'll go ahead and write that at the top. And we will do that in our next video. So until then, thank you so much for stopping by, watching me. If you have any questions, please feel free, message me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram here. Please check out my Etsy shop. I would greatly appreciate it. It really means a lot whenever you guys purchase from me. And yeah, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Leave the winking face. All right. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, carry on.